Can you use your inside voice?
No!
We don't need to yell. Hey, no. Hands are not for hitting.
I need to ask millennials, why are your kids so awful? And
I'm going to say something a bit out of left field, but hear me out on this one, okay? I blame gentle parenting.
Gentle parenting is not for gentle kids because gentle parenting does not work. This is why I support authoritative parenting, because gentle parenting has been a term coined by the woke left to justify permissive and neglectful parenting styles.
Theo, make a good choice, please.
Ouch!
Theo, Abby, don't hit him. That's also not a good choice. Theo, get out. Theodore, get out of the bucket!
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Christiana Faith, and today I want to talk about gentle parenting. So I saw this viral clip of this child in Walmart doing the absolute most, literally throwing stuff all over the place, acting crazy as hell, and this is what sparked the interest behind this video, so let's watch it right now. All right, so we just watched that video and that was so freaking insane. Number one, where were the parents? So I saw the video floating around on TikTok. They were saying the guy in the black is her dad. Don't know how much of that is to be true. If that is the dad, why is your child cutting up like that in Walmart, throwing wine bottles and stuff like that? Why are they that comfortable doing that? And I am all for not beating the kids and, you know, abusing them and stuff like that. But we have to have a conversation about what discipline actually looks like, because I feel like this is a result of not disciplining your child in the household. And then when you bring them outside into the real world, this is what we get. This is what we see. And they are going to be met with very harsh consequences from other people in the real world. Let's get into what gentle parenting is. Gentle parenting is a means of parenting without shame, blame, or punishment. That is the most simple definition I could find of gentle parenting, and they pretty much all say the same thing. This parenting style approach is actually not one of the 4 main parenting styles, which I'll put on the screen. I feel like this is an approach that was created as like a trend, one of those newer things that came along, and somebody was like, oh yeah, this just sounds a little bit better than like what authoritative parenting is. And I'm only going to mention the official 4 parenting styles because I know somebody in the comments is going to be like, oh my gosh, this is not one of the parenting styles, blah, 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 blah. The 4 parenting styles are authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, uninvolved, / neglectful. And if I'm being quite honest, I feel like a lot of the gentle parenting that we see on TikTok is definitely uninvolved and neglectful. And I think the people that say they practice gentle parenting, they are practicing authoritative parenting. The authoritative parenting style consists of solving problems together with your child, setting clear rules and expectations, open communication, and natural consequences. That sounds all good, right? I think that actually sounds perfect. Nowhere in that do you see like beat your kids if they don't do that, or like if you don't do it now, I'm gonna insert threat. Okay, I think most of us can say we came from that household that had that type of parenting. I don't know about you, but I know I did. And another style of parenting that I think this new trend of gentle parenting falls under is permissive parenting. So let's get into some TikTok videos of what gentle parenting is.
Are you ready to be nice?
No!
Okay, we're gonna sit out here until you're ready to be nice. Hands are not for hitting. When you're ready to use your inside voice, you can talk to me. Laura Lane. Hey.
What?
Can you use your inside voice?
No!
We don't need to yell. Hey, no. Hands are not for hitting. We don't throw stuff. Let's be nice.
I want to go inside.
Well, we can go inside when you're ready to be nice. Hands are not for hitting. I don't like that. That hurts. You need to keep your hands to yourself and be nice. No, we are in timeout until you're ready to be nice. Are you ready to be nice?
No.
Okay, well then we're going to stay out here until you're ready.
So you mean to tell me that this is the form of parenting that is supposed to teach boundaries, respect, and empathy, and that child just threw a chair at you? This is what gentle parenting is? I don't think this is gentle parenting. I think that this is letting a child do whatever the hell they want to do, and this child is going to end up being a terror when they're older if this behavior is not corrected. I don't think that you need to beat your children. Of course, I'm a firm believer of that. I don't think children need to be beat. I think if you start to teach them discipline earlier on, like boundaries, what to do and what not to do, and give them consequences and punishments. It doesn't have to be like physical punishment, in my opinion. Like, oh, maybe a timeout here or there, or don't do this. You don't have to put your hands on them, but there has to be something done in the household, or they're just going to run a terror. They're going to parent you. Because why is it okay for this child to throw a chair at you and your response is, oh, when you're ready to calm down, we'll go inside? And this is clearly not the first time that this child put hands on this mother or threw a chair at her, because she recorded this and uploaded it to the internet. So I'm pretty sure this child has done this before.
Hey, baby, sit down, please. Sit down, please. Sit down, please. Please sit down. Sit the down!
And another thing that I am seeing is that some children, they need to be talked to a little bit more firm. Now, I don't think you need to yell like this parent did, but this just showed when you're just so passive and you're like, Susie Lou, sit down, the kid is going to take you as a joke. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to smile at you. They're going to think it's a game. And then you're going to get impatient. You're going to get angry. And then you're going to lash out and be like, I said, sit the F down. But I want to show one good example of gentle parenting, aka authoritative parenting. I saw this video on TikTok and I was like, I could get jiggy with this. I feel like this clearly fits what the definition of gentle parenting / authoritative parenting actually is.
This is your reminder that you're allowed to have boundaries when it comes to your food with your children. I am making myself... No, baby, this is mommy's lunch. You just ate lunch. You may not have mine. I am not interested in sharing.
Why?
Because I don't want to, and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. You ate breakfast and just had a snack.
I was hungry.
You were, and then you ate. It is okay to have firm boundaries with your children. Okay. Why don't you go in the pantry and pick yourself a snack, or you can get a cheese stick out of the fridge.
I want dinner.
No, sir. You are allowed to have firm boundaries with your kids when it comes to your body as well. I understand that you're mad. This is gentle parenting, by the way. I'm not coddling him. I'm being gentle with him. It's not a super complex. Hey, I don't want to hear fake crying.
Please, Mom.
Please what? You may not have my lunch.
I'm very sad.
Okay, go grab a cheese stick. Help themselves. Love you, bye.
Okay, yeah, so I think that's like a pretty good example of setting firm boundaries with your children and stuff like that. And this is just like on the milder side because this is over a freaking snap. And another thing I wanted to hit on real quick is how when some of these parents do this style of gentle parenting, it does trickle into the real world, especially when they go to school. And one thing that I am noticing is that the teachers are even calling out the parents that are practicing gentle parenting, or they're just really being uninvolved, neglectful parenting, and they're not disciplining their kids whatsoever. So when they go into the classroom, they're acting amok.
Do you honestly believe that these teachers are quitting their job 2 weeks into the school year because they're not getting paid enough, or because the politics that they're dealing with from outside of the classroom is too much to handle? No, that's not the reason. The reason why they're quitting is because these kids are mean, and they're making the classroom a war zone, and they're getting zero support from parents at home and from admin on their campus. This 100% stems from the stuff that they have to deal with day in and day out from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. inside their classroom. It's the stuff that you have to deal with inside your classroom that makes you burn out and makes you never want to come back.
I am a first-year high school English teacher. This is definitely going to be my first and last year teaching. I was made very quickly aware of the fact that this is not the profession for me. It is absolutely astonishing and scary how your kids are 14, 15 years old and still do not have the proper reading skills. And I'm not talking about the ESE kids, the 504s, the IEP kids. I'm talking about your everyday regular Joe Schmo from Kokomo kid who does not know how to read and write at the level that they should. And the problem is that they don't care to learn how to do those things correctly. I can't teach the class because your kid wants to be a disruption, because your kid wants to be on their phone, because your kid does not give a flying about their education.
And me personally, I've seen this because I was an after-school teacher, and me being an after-school teacher just for 3 to 4 hours made me realize I did not want to go into the child education field and be a teacher, even though I really wanted to. Like, I love children, I love teaching children, but once I realized that there's so much to the job, especially when like parents do not discipline their children and that those children end up cussing you out, screaming in your face. Guys, I had a student one time literally cry in my face. Like, when I tell you, in my face, screaming, tears down her face, snot running down her face. You would have thought I beat her. You would have thought that was my daughter. And like, I physically beat her the way she was crying in my face. And mind you, I was in college at this point, so I did not know how to respond. I did not know what to do because I'm like, what is going on? And this is what teachers are dealing with on a daily basis. And this student was in 2nd or 3rd grade. So this wasn't even like a pre-K or kindergartner. I have friends that are teachers, and we talk about this all the time about how the kids, they do whatever they want in the classroom. And when you go and you talk to the parents and let them know about the behavior, the parents are looking at you like you're the problem. Like, okay, what do you want me to do about it? What are you going to do to change their behavior? Oh, well, maybe if you didn't do that, he or she wouldn't act like that. How are you effectively supposed to teach a lesson plan to a child that doesn't know how to behave well? And we're talking about children that are grown, practically grown. I'm referring to high school kids because, yes, even up until like the high school age, they are acting like this with the teachers. And it goes back to what's going on in the household. What is being allowed in the household that they think is okay to come into the real world and act like this around adults? So in summary, before I start rambling and y'all say I talk too much, I do not support this form of gentle parenting. Gentle parenting is new. The gentle parenting that we see on TikTok, absolutely not. I think it just turns children into like spoiled brats, and then as they get older, they're only going to get worse because things weren't taught to them in the household. There was no communication, there was no boundaries. They were just able to do whatever they want, throw chairs, hit people, and they were just supposed to learn to just not do it simply because you said it in a sweet sing-song voice. So comment down below your thoughts on this video. What do you think about this style of parenting, gentle parenting? If you are a parent, how do you parent your children, and what would you recommend to parents that are thinking about gentle parenting? If you are a teacher, how does this affect you? I want all of the teachers to come to the front, okay? How does gentle parenting affect you in the classroom? And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!